It's been a while, but we are back looking at your Dynasty football trades.
Let's
I'm
go.
sure there should be some juicy ones in there as we are 5 weeks into the season.
boy.
Maybe some that you guys regret now that we look back on, maybe some that you love. If you guys want your Dynasty trades, though, to be on this weekly show, we're going to start doing it again weekly now. Then go ahead and use our promo code LAND. Sign up on the Flock Fantasy website. You'll get 30% off. Make sure you choose the Mother Flocker tier, and then you're good to go. You'll unlock the Dynasty Trades text channel, and we'll be looking at your trades this time next week.
That's right.
All right. The first trade that we are looking at today is from Guru Mitch. 12-team, 1 quarterback, PPR, 1.5 tight end premium. I needed a tight end, and I'm not competing this year, so I gained the 2 ones. So he gets Pat Fryermuth, 2 firsts, and sends away Brandon Aiyuk. This is a 1.5 tight end premium. How do you feel about this deal?
I'm okay with this trade. You hope that these firsts are early. Even then, I think I'm still okay with this trade. So I'm happy to get 2 firsts for Brandon Aiyuk right now and get a tight end premium. A tight end in a tight end premium league.
I do like Aiyuk. I think he's the number 1 in San Francisco. He's a top 15 ranked wide receiver for me in Dynasty, but I think that's a fine selling price right there. Styles, what's up, my man? 12-team Superflex, PPR start 10, 2-1. Got a couple deals done yesterday in the same league. Acquired Lockett to improve my starting lineup and moved on from Judy and got Dotson. This team is win now mode, and hopefully this can remain the core for years to come as well. All right, so the first trade is Tyler Lockett, Gus the Bus in the third, sends away Reed Mechie in the second. How do you feel about that first one?
I don't necessarily love it. You're getting these older guys probably irrelevant and sending away 2 young pieces that can grow in a role and a second. You know,
the only pieces that I regret losing is Jaden Reed in the second.
Yeah, I understand it's a win now team, and Tyler Lockett has been kind of boom bust right now. I think he only had 1 big game so far this season, the first 5 weeks as we're recording this. I get it. To get a win now perspective, you get Tyler Lockett, but I think you give up a lot in the youth picks in a second just to get Lockett, and for you to compete. Like, could I give up a second and got somebody else other than Tyler Lockett potentially? Yeah.
I get it because he's win now. I just my concern is that you're buying Lockett right before we start to see JSN get worked in a little bit more. I could be wrong, but I feel like, for example, buying Keenan Allen as a win now team, it's going to cost more for sure, but you feel good about the production you'll get.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair,
the other one,
this was kind of weeks out, right? So like maybe he bought Lockett during week 2. In hindsight, you probably don't love it, but sure, makes sense.
2-2 Atwell, Jahan Dotson, and he sends away Gus, Judy, and a 4th. And I like this deal.
I like this deal as well.
I think getting a little bit younger with Dotson and getting a guy who's kind of breaking out in 2-2 Atwell. I like the deal there.
Agreed.
So yeah, overall, I like the second one a little bit more. Let's see. I don't think there's a trade in this one. Let us know. Send us a fantasy hotline question with that one.
Yeah, darn.
Crime Lord says 12 teams start 10. Start 3 wide receivers. All around just seemed like a great deal. He's a contender, and I'm looking to build around my young core, which consists of Olave, London, Johnson, Dotson, Elijah Moore. What are your thoughts? So he gets Jahan Dotson and Quentin Johnson, sends away Godwin, Sanders in a second. And I think we can look back on this one and say, yes, this is a big W. Sanders, man, it looks rough out there. And I know he's been injured.
Yeah.
But there's a scenario in which we see Chuba Hubbard take over that backfield, as crazy as that sounds. I think they're still committed to Sanders, but it's not been good. I think at minimum we can say Sanders is not the fantasy asset that we thought he could be.
Yeah, and expected coming into this year, so it completely makes sense. But yes, love the trade of Jahan and Quentin.
Styles, 12-team Superflex, PPR start 10. I have 4 firsts and 5 seconds now next year. So you obviously got I thought you got Puka, Styles. No.
He sent away Puka, and you sent him for a second.
Puka.
Projected
Styles, man. I mean, look, anyone who DM'd us, we said don't sell Puka for a second. I was telling people I'm getting offers for first-round picks, and I'm not selling him. Those who messaged us on the hotline.
I think
this would be a tough one to look back
right now. Looking at it, you look at this date, September 16th. We haven't done this in a while. What's that, week 2? 16th. week 2, you're probably thinking week 2 or week 3, is this really going to stay up with Puka?
Even in week 2, though, I wasn't personally selling him for a second.
Same. I would agree. I think, there was a lot of people that are saying, I'm just going to sell him high because Cooper Kupp's out and he is clearly breaking records. High wasn't enough still in that week.
There's no need to dunk on Styles, I guess. I think we both know, and he knows he probably regrets that one, unfortunately. Crime Lord, 10-team, Superflex, start 10, start 3 wide receivers, considering this a buy low on London. Okay, let's have a look. So he gets Drake, London, sends away Ridley in a third. And yes, I think he's won that deal.
Yeah, I'm okay with that trade, 100%.
Yeah, really well done. That's a good example of just betting on the talent. Hand the man has like 10 trades in one go here. So why don't we quick fire this, okay?
Yeah, quick fire it.
Trey Palmer, Justice Hill, nobody wins.
Yeah,
okay?
don't really...
Let's be honest. Michael Mayer, a first for Jordan Addison.
I'm okay if that first is early.
If that first is late, I want Addison.
Exactly.
Deshaun Watson, Miles Sanders, Jerry Jeudy. On the other side, we got Kyler Murray, Tank Bigsby, and 2 first-round picks.
Ooh, I want the 2 first-round picks.
And I'm pretty comfortably on the Kyler Murray side there.
I completely agree. 2 first-round picks in Kyler Murray. Hopefully one of those firsts is mid to early, and you win already with Kyler Murray.
Yep. 2 seconds for Tajay. I like that.
I love that
I like
trade.
getting the seconds.
Love it.
Demario Douglas in a first sends away Montgomery and Elijah Moore.
I guess
that's going to heavily depend on where that first-round pick is, because Monty looks like the feature back. He's got a 3-year contract. I think we need to redefine what Montgomery's value is, and I think it might be more than this.
And what you're saying as well is like this 24 class doesn't look too great at the running back depth or just running backs at all. No first-round running backs. What is that going to look like in your running back room as well, hand the man?
Next one gets a first for Ford and Palmer. That's great. Chef's kiss. We love that
Phenomenal.
one. Spiller and Ritter. You send away Madison in a second. I couldn't be more on the middle here. I don't know who wins.
Yeah, I guess in the quarterback, in the Superflex league, maybe Desmond's a little bit more intriguing, but not playing amazing, but has been definitely picked up the past couple weeks for sure.
Yeah. 2 seconds and a first for Zay.
I'm okay with it. Depends on where the first is at. Clearly,
exactly. Depends on where that first is going to end up being, but it's a fine deal right there. Tank Dell, a first, a second, and a third for London, and a second. What do you think about that?
I am okay with this trade. You get the first, you get a second. Tank Dell is somebody right now may seem crazy to want over London, but in the quarterback room, I want CJ Stroud throwing the ball to my wide receiver. And if that continues, Tank Dell could be somebody that, that's going to be worth a first probably by the end of the year. We'll wait and see. Maybe I'm jumping the line here a little bit, but I'm okay with the Tank Dell in the first and the second.
The concern for me is, and Hand the Man is getting himself out of this sweepstakes right now. This
Atlanta wide receiver.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, there's a big question mark on how long will Desmond Ridder be the quarterback. If they go trade for a real quarterback next year, you'll regret making this deal. Because Drake London will be a solidified top 12 dude.
Right.
But if they don't, and they're still in that same boat of when will they get a quarterback, then you will have won this deal. So that's all the ones from him. He also says, use the first I got from Jerome Ford to get this deal done, where he gets Judy and Laporta. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as well.
I am fine with that. I like the buy on Laporta there. This beauty found its way into my inbox. Dynasty 12-team Superflex start 9, non-tight end premium. The league started up this year. Pitts fell to 301 and Puka to the 18-4.
I remember this
as
one.
Someone who likes Kyle Pitts,
I remember this trade.
I want the Puka side of this deal.
Yeah, I remember he said there's like this beauty fell into my inbox, and I was like, I don't know what to say. I said, wow. I was like, waiting to the video, and
okay. So he sent it in the hotline.
Yeah, he sent it in the hotline. I didn't say you should take the he sent this trade, and he was like, I just got this done, and I just said, wow. I didn't know what to think of it because I think he did it, a couple weeks back already. Looking back at it, being where we're at now, 100% I would want Puka over Kyle Pitts. But if Kyle Pitts gets a quarterback, like if Kyler Murray goes to Atlanta, if if Caleb Williams goes to Atlanta,
He's not going to.
I know. I'm just saying, like, hypotheticals. Like, if Drake May, you get a top quarterback that
won't
goes
get
to
a top
Atlanta, that could be a different conversation. But man, Kyle Pitts just doesn't look himself either.
Yeah, the only way is if they trade for one, in my opinion, because they're not going to be a top, 5 pick. But it's not even a tight end premium though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's all hindsight, but I think even Lazy Bones now could say, "Damn, yeah, I think Puka's more valuable." But let us know, man. Maybe you disagree, and that's okay. Wid Murder says 12-team Superflex start 10 tiered PPR. Unsure of how I feel about this, but Flowers and Gibbs feel like fluctuating assets, and Jefferson is a beast. All right, let's have a look at this trade here. He gets D-Hop and Jefferson as well as a first-round pick. Well, the first, I feel like they'll cancel each other out, really. So D-Hop and Jefferson, Gibbs and Flowers, and I prefer Justin Jefferson. I don't know about you, but
yeah, I mean,
Gibbs is someone that I've drastically changed my tune on. I feel like we've been given real information on him that is concerning. So yeah, I'll go Jefferson there myself.
yeah, I go Jefferson as well. I do believe Gibbs can still have a bounce back, even though with the stuff we've seen from him. But look, Justin Jefferson is a superstar. 99, 100 plus 1 in Madden. That's the type of play you want on your team type vibe every single day. So give me JJ.
All right, another one from him. 12-team, 1 quarterback, start 8. Okay, PPR, half for running backs, and it's a tight end premium. This team has been rebuilding state of mind. The Madison deal was done before the Akers deal, so that hurts. Kirk for a mid to late first felt good, and changes to the first deal to Javonte. And okay, let's have a look at this. Gets a first for Kirk. Love that.
I'm okay with that. Yep.
With no matter where that first is. And then gets P. Ryan and Madison for Connor in a second. I think even he could agree with us, even with Connor being on IR, probably regrets that one a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. You still want Connor there. So I completely agree.
And then the last deal, he gets Kirk and JT, sends away Deontay and Javonte, and I think you've won that deal for sure.
Absolutely.
This is a good example of buying low on the talent of Jonathan Taylor and just waiting for the situation to figure itself out. There's no way you get JT that cheap now.
100%. Well, smash W that one.
Yeah. Basie, what's up, man? 10-team, half PPR, start 9, 1 quarterback. The second is going to be the 111 or 112, but the 26 first is from a strong team with a solid age spread and picks, so it's projected late. Let's see. He gets a second and a first, sends away Puka, a third and a fourth, and I prefer Puka Nacua.
Hey,
I don't want to wait until 2026 if I made the right call.
That's the biggest thing. Like, I'm not saying if this is 2024 and that is projected early and you're telling me like could be a top 6 pick, sure. But I got to wait a whole nother 3 years for this. Come on.
Yeah, especially in like a start 9. Just take the guy who's producing.
Yeah.
10-team rather, sorry.
I hear you.
Okay. We've got a question here. 12-team full PPR Superflex with 0.5 for receiving first downs. Which side wins? Ken Walker or 24 first and Evan McPherson? Look, this would be Ken Walker for me.
Yeah, I was just reading the rest of it. Yeah, I like Kenneth Walker, especially the way he's playing. I'm just really interested to see what's going to happen with Zach Charbonnet. Does he go down the same road that Jahmyr Gibbs is going? Like, the conversations that I heard about Zach Charbonnet is that Pete Carroll just loved his depth at wide running back. So that's why you drafted Zach Charbonnet. And if Kenneth Walker goes down, Zach Charbonnet, he's a league winner. But when Kenneth Walker comes back, does he get that opportunity? Take it away from him completely. We just don't know. So I like Kenneth Walker, though.
Yeah, I get it for sure. Goat Rings, 10-team, full PPR, start 11, 4 IDP, half tight end premium. Had 4 first and moved 1 for the Nuka and packed the rest for Jacobs.
Love to see
With the running back market being gross, people are panicking on these vets. I still own my own first plus 2 projected early ones. So he gets Jacobs and Puka. He sends away a first, Downs, Charbonnet, and 2/3. And yeah, I do think this is a quality over quantity one for me. I'll
Absolutely.
take Puka and Josh Jacobs.
Absolutely.
You know, you and I talked about this a little bit off the air, if you will, about how difficult it is to acquire a running back in a dynasty league right now.
Oh my gosh.
With how many injuries there are, with the lack of production we're seeing, with the waiver wire being full in redraft leagues, running backs are just really hard to come by, ones that you can rely on. So I think you might have gotten a steal there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Goat has another one. It says, Waz is a tanking team, 12-team full PPR, start 11, super flex. I'm going all in, trying to get back to back. All right, so he gets Henry, Swift, Dotson, and Burks. Sends away Jameson Williams, Breece Hall in a second, and I have to say I don't like this one. This
No.
must have been selling on Breece before they let him go full beans, if you will.
This past week.
No
I mean,
limitations.
without this,
I
if
don't like it.
if this was a week earlier, are you doing this trade? Probably not. Probably still.
No. I promise you, like, there are people who have sent me offers for Breece Hall in dynasty leagues. They can comment. They know I wasn't accepting any offers for Breece Hall.
Right. Okay. That's great. That's great. And then look, and obviously it's frustrating because maybe you expected Derrick Henry to be better. Not the case. Something
Don't
that it
mind
is
Henry
better
ever.
is DeAndre Swift, which
That's
is
true.
phenomenal. But Jahan Dotson, Derrick Henry, and Treylon Burks all been disappointing this year so far. So it's annoying, especially if you're trying to win now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to devalue DeAndre Swift. He's clearly proven a lot, and he's in a great offense behind one of the best offensive lines. But I still feel better about Breece Hall long term. By a long shot.
Agreed. Completely agree.
Basie, what's up, man? This is in the Delta League. He gets Laporta in a third, sends away Auten in a first.
I'm okay with
I
it,
kind of
too.
like it, dude. I like the Laporta side.
Yeah, agreed. Completely agree.
Again, I don't want to wait until 2026 to see if I can replace Sam Laporta.
Completely agree with
Basie,
you.
another one. 10-team, one quarterback, half PPR start, 9. This is my first coming back, and he's getting his first back. And I'm a middling team. May just miss the playoffs this year. But next year I have 524 firsts, 2 seconds, and 3 firsts, and 25, 3, and 26. I wanted to keep Sun God for the rebuild, but getting DK in the picks was tempting. All right, so he gets Metcalf, a first and a second, sends away Amon-Ra. I'm fine with this deal personally, especially if now he can rebuild.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Yeah.
You never want to go into a rebuild until you have your own picks.
Yeah, completely agree. I like it. You know, the first and the second alone is worth it for Amon-Ra, and the fact that you got DK on top of that is great as well.
Yeah. I might want a little more from Amon-Ra than a first and a second, but I hear you.
Mhm.
Like the Metcalf side makes it more than worth
I
it,
guess
for
like
sure.
you getting Metcalf is still okay,
Oh, absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
so I'm okay with it.
Win Murder, 12-team PPR, one quarterback, start 8. It's a tight end premium. After my third loss, there was another team announcing he was going to fire sale for picks, and my team has been comfortably sitting around the 101 to the 102, but I wanted to be proactive in grabbing some extra picks if possible. Okay, so he gets a second for Jerome Ford. I'm fine with that.
I'm okay
I
with
don't
that as well.
see a scenario in which you get a first.
Completely agree. Completely agree there.
Even though we love Jerome Ford. And then he gets a first for Zach Moss and Zach Charbonnet.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a huge W.
I love that one.
And then the other one is Higgins and a second for London and Dotson. I'm not really on board with this one myself.
I think I want Higgins long term.
Same.
But Jahan Dotson, I think I still want no less than a first, even though how bad he's playing. But
no, yeah, just Dotson is not in a window to sell. He's in a window to hold right
Exactly.
now. Like, I feel like Dotson is almost a throw in here, and I don't think he should be valued that way, even though it's been bad. Like, think about it. If someone sent you T. Higgins in a second for London, that's like, okay, probably the second isn't necessary.
right.
I don't
Right.
know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just don't want to give up on Dotson. I don't like selling players.
Yeah,
low.
I don't want to give up on him either, which I completely agree.
Yeah. All right. That is it. Crime Lord. This will be the last one that we do today, guys. There are more trades, but we can't get through all of them today, unfortunately, just for time purposes. We're about to go live.
Yeah.
So if we didn't get through your trade today, next week we're going to pick back up and we'll
gotcha.
do it for you. Crime Lord, last trade here. 10-team Superflex start 10. He gets JSN and Chris Rodriguez for Kyron in a second. Love this as a buy low for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that move.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
That's it for today. We have to go get to a live stream. Don't worry if your trade wasn't on the show today. We're going to go through the rest of the trades in next week's video as well. You know how to get your trades on the show. Check out the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon. All love. Now that those idiots are done talking, who needs some rankings?
Hell yeah, I need some rankings.
Then use promo code LAND, LAND, for 30% off any membership at flockfantasy.com.
Oh.
It's so easy. Even your grandma could scan that QR code right there.